Greetings, one and all. Here we go again. Let's see
Let's
what final
let's
disasters we'll
get
have
all the
this
way
time.
through this one.
So we know what's happening. Memory problems, and not just my old
Yeah.
freaking duffer memory, but computer memory problems is just causing all sorts of shit. So I've cleared as much as I can out. Let's hope we get something like fully recorded. So we'll be brief this time. We'll not go too in depth and random shit. However, to start off in the typical rant, I am sick of woke shit. I am fucking sick and tired of it. Tired, 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 tired,
Yeah.
tired. Fed up. Stop it. So I don't know if I was mentioning you last time, but a show I've been watching, and it's just light-hearted fun. Well, it was up until the
hmm
last season, Lucifer, right? Now this is
hmm
just a comedy show. It's switch your brain off, have a chuckle, wee bit of an overarching like feely type stuff with most
hmm
things, but Um, obviously, they got the last season, and because it originally started out in Fox, then Netflix took it over for the last like 2 seasons. And one of the executives must have went, "Oh wait, we forgot to put the woke shit in." So for 3 episodes, they just put it all in. I mean, fucking everything. It just became a different show for 3 episodes.
Makes sense.
Like, fucking the racist, the fucking everyone's racist. All the police are racist. They just murdered people on the spot. It's all a cover up. Like they brought a character back from an old episode, and they could have made it about him and it would have fitted in the show. No, no, no. The entire police department. You see all the fucking files of every police member being a racist, fucking just murdering people. You know, because that's what happens on a daily basis. That and then
I mean, you're not wrong.
honestly, if you think I know American police are not the brightest, and fucking London Met are too far behind on that. Like, they're not exactly hiring top shelf employees.
hmm
But if there was murder at that scale on a daily basis, I think there'd be a bit more upset. I think there'd be open rats. You know what I mean? It's not fucking. You look at the stats. It's not even that. Yeah, somebody fucks
I
up,
mean,
should be bounced for it.
there were
But
open riots because of that over here.
that was one. But that's all organized, fucking orchestrated shit. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. That's because the lines are that blurred with crap and fucking hell, I don't know. Sure, your insurrection, you know, which was like a few people having a riot, like fucking hell. Like I know you Yanks overreact about stuff, but Jesus Christ, it's just laughable. Do you know what it is? I blame wrestling. I blame American
I'm
wrestling for
wrestling.
everything. Yes. See your whole stage
Okay,
show shit you
let's
set
hear this.
up, and what you pass. Like, do you know when two wrestlers argue and they fucking rah, I'm gonna
hmm
fuck you up, and then politely hand the mic over to the other one? Do they have a go? They go
hmm
rah, fuck you up. Like that's just permeated society, and that's just the way everybody acts now. And over
That's
emotive
fair.
language,
I can appreciate that.
over emotive language for everything. It's like fucking hell. If something actually did happen, you should be fuck it. But like, I don't know. People just fall apart and be like, oh, wouldn't be able to cope. But anyway, just stop it with the fucking up TV shows and movies. Just fuck off. Nerds have never been part of the stupid political shit. Nerds have never been part of
I mean,
all the
that's
nonsense going on.
not completely true. Like, the nerds are subversive and subtle. At least that's how it's always been. I mean, look at like fucking Night of the Living Dead. That's a statement on the the current, well, at the time, the current social political climate. Like, it's always been like that, but it's been subtle. It hasn't been in your face. It makes you think, which it should,
There's
versus
no
just
right or
force
wrong
feeding it
answer.
to you.
You make up your own decision from your own morality.
hmm
I pose the question,
Yeah.
which is cool. Same as original Star
hmm
Trek and even Next Generation. You weren't being told what
hmm
to think. The question was posed, what if, and then it was up to yourself.
hmm
And that's cool
Yeah.
because then it made you think about things. Not this fucking beating you over the head. You're a bad fucking person if you don't believe what I believe. Fucking, you know what I mean? It's
hmm
all's happened is the face has changed from the original witch trials and witch hunt and the fucking religious loonies. This is just the same package with a different fucking dressing on it. You know what I mean? It's the same people doing the same shit just under a different name.
hmm
Fuck, I hate people. People annoy my
yeah.
happiness. And another thing annoyed my happiness. We were meant to discuss a movie, and it was on last week. Went to go see it. It's fucking not there anymore because of woke Bond. And I just heard somebody was doing a review of it last night. Came back, first option, and they completely fucked the franchise. So
What?
there's like a 60, 70 year franchise that's been going on, and then fucking bring the Daniel Craig era and just completely fuck it up in 5 movies. And this last one's just like dun 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 dun. There's the final nail. Dun 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 dun. You're not coming back, you bastard. Fucking lead weights and throw it in the ocean.
Hmm.
Because why not? Just kill the cash cows. It's like honestly, it's Hollywood is going looking at the cash cows going fuck you. Don't need you anymore. Fucking strangling golden gooses. Fuck off. It's
Yeah.
madness. So, um, you're going to talk about Malignant, and I'm just going to go.
I will give a quick review of Malignant. Um, so it's one I'm inevitably I'll watch it again, especially because it's streaming, so I don't have to pay for it. Because I would never pay to see this movie like ever again. I didn't see it in theaters, luckily. I think I probably would have enjoyed it more if I'd seen it in theaters, because at least then I'd have the collected experience and a nice giant thing of fucking popcorn in my lap. But yeah, so it's definitely a movie. It's definitely a James Wan movie, not a good one, but it's definitely there. Uh, like it's, I think I even told you it's a great movie if you don't want to, like, if you don't go in thinking it's going to be a great movie. Um, it takes for fucking ever for the plot to happen. Um, like it's, I believe, about an hour and a half, maybe a little bit more, and it's
Oh,
about the hour mark that shit starts to
not
happen.
as usual,
Now,
55 minutes.
yeah, no, it's definitely not a like because of course,
Normally
I
it's
mean,
50
a lot of
minutes
us
in
are
before
used to the
James
whole
Bond gets to the fucking point. That's,
yeah, it's well, so I mean, we've gotten used to the whole James Wan universe with like the Conjuring stuff,
mm,
where it's a lot of shit happens right now, and then there's the story, and then the end. It's just all nicely packaged up. This one is definitely not that. Um, I mean, you kind of get the twist from the beginning, but yeah, I'll say this much: it's worth watching just for the fight scene at the police station. I won't go into details. It's gonna make you laugh your fucking ass off the whole time because of how ridiculous it is, but it's fantastic. Um, yeah, I would say see it if you can. Don't
that'll,
don't pay for it though.
yeah, there's normally a bit of a delay between streaming stuff before it reaches over this side of the pond. So,
Hmm.
obviously it's out of the theaters now, so it might take a few
Yeah.
days
Well,
before
see
it
what you
appears.
got to do is get an American VPN so you can get HBO Max because it's still on HBO Max.
Okay, well that's the thing. I'm downloading
I
fuck
don't
all
know how
this to
much.
this computer because I had to
That's true.
like
That's true.
remove. I had to remove my SQL server. I had to remove all my other stuff. I had to like strip it right down to hopefully
Hmm.
this will still record because last time it just went fucking for no reason.
Oh fuck.
And that's why we're having problems with streaming and shit because this is a piece of crap, basically. So that's
Gotcha.
next on the list. If people would like buy stuff, we've got new merch out. Fucking buy stuff, help us out.
Hmm.
Fucking, what I mean, I'll be able to buy crap,
Hmm.
but that's where we're at. Hopefully this works out. But yeah, I was actually looking forward just to getting out and seeing it because I went out to see Candyman and I've
Hmm.
forgotten it already.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just like,
Fuck.
uh,
Dude, I
okay,
love that movie so much.
it's all right.
I thought it was so
PG
goddamn good.
13 though, like you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how it was to be perfectly honest. Like a lot of that shit, especially the end, like right before his transition into the collective Candyman. Like that was some fucking nasty looking shit. Like it fucked my wife up. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, kind of going on with the plot. It was a bit, yeah, they were just their generic fucking release stuff because that's where we're at. Yeah, I don't know. It was a weird sort of one. I kind of saw where they were tying it together, but then they went off in like some strange tangent as well. I don't know. It was a strange movie.
Hmm.
It was a strange movie to watch. I didn't quite know where I was with it or how I felt. Didn't hate it. You know what I mean? I did. I love the whole vapid fucking art world type thing, and any
Hmm.
arty farty type person getting hacked to pieces. I'm always down with. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Those kind of fucking pointless people like. And that's
Hmm.
the thing. I'm a proponent of individual creativity, but the art scene, I just think it's another barrier. By a bunch of pretentious dickheads. So
Hmm.
kind of seeing that world
Yeah,
of
it's ruled by
fucking
people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
yeah, they just open their mouth and it's a bit like us actually. We open this mouth and just fucking go with it. Well, me anyway. But nah, I don't like that type of world. I don't like the publishing world. I don't like the pop music world. I don't like any of this fucking
Hmm.
just these morons who sit in their ivory tower and they decide whether people get through the golden gate, so to speak. And it's not about
Hmm.
talent; it's about if you fit in and don't challenge them. Yet the whole point of artistic expression is the challenge.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? I hate the way things become so sanitized at the moment and crap and boring. I'm struggling. I really am struggling. But there we go. That was a movie I didn't watch. One I did, which I've forgotten already. Fucking great, eh? What a month.
That's a
Like
shame, man. I fucking loved Candyman. I thought it
I'll,
was fantastic.
I'll probably have to watch it again.
Like I think what you need to do is watch the first one and then watch it again.
Yeah, the first one's
Like,
on
cause that
Netflix.
seems to be. Is it?
Yeah, the first one's back on
Huh.
Netflix. I
Oh,
really liked the
yeah.
first one. I wasn't too fussed on the sequels. I even forgot about them.
Well, yeah. The
But I
sequels
really
were
liked the first
meh.
one, and I really liked the
Mm.
way he messed with. I forget her name now, but God, she was gorgeous. She had that understated sort of
Hmm.
look about her, but the way he just messed with her, that was the whole point. You call the Candyman up, and he's just gonna mess with your head till he
Hmm.
basically lifts you up. Takes you through this plane of pain, so to speak, to join him. It was almost like a hell.
Hmm.
It's almost like a Hellraiser type thing. That's what I got from the first one, like a Hellraiser vibe.
Yeah.
Where the Cenobites will take you through like pain, pleasure to the max,
Yeah.
where he kind of takes you through mental torture because it's not
Hmm.
you he's against; it's your whole world around you. Because he wants you basically isolated and almost preparing you. Then
Yeah.
it's classic cult, but it's like he became a one man cult.
Hmm.
Just a pity she wasn't involved in it. This sequel
She was involved.
briefly in a flashback, and I mean, if she had have actually been there, she
She
kind of
well, she's dead.
no, but
How
she
would she
became a
be in it
Candyman
though? She's dead.
because she became a Candyman essentially, Candy Woman.
Yeah, that's well. See, that's the only beef I got with this is that she did, but it also makes sense at the same time too because she didn't go into it accepting it. Otherwise, the ending would have been completely different. The child would have died as well. Um, because yeah, like her final act of defiance was going against him and rescuing the child. Um, but I mean, yeah, ultimately that's where it was supposed to go with the second one. Like that's what Bernard Rose wanted to do was her as um, the next Candyman because that just made sense. But I like that they at least had her in the sense that like she was doing all the narrations on the tapes that he was listening to.
Hmm. Yeah, I think I would have liked to have seen her. I think that would have been like full circle. That no way they talked about the whole army of Candyman or this whole thing. I think it would have been good to
Hmm.
see her as well and step instead of that CGI bit at the end, which is a bit weird. God, we have went off on a tangent, haven't we? Suppose I'm talking about the movie I actually did see rather than the one I didn't. It make more sense, but
Yeah.
and now we're actually getting choice. That's cool, I suppose. Instead of the one fucking Shutter release from Canada, which is usually shit.
Yeah,
that's been a kick in the
yeah,
balls since we started this podcast. Let's be honest.
pretty much,
No offense to
pretty much.
Canadians, but your movies are shit and you overdo it. Sorry, guys. Right. Shall we jump into horrific remakes?
Let's do it.
Yay. Righty ho, this is what we were
It's
meant to
funny
have
because
done
with
ages ago.
what's that?
This is what we were meant to have done ages ago.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it's funny. I for the longest time I didn't know this was a remake. I still have never seen the original.
No, neither have I. I know it's on Amazon, but what pisses me off about Amazon is you pay for a subscription to then be allowed to rent something. That's fucked up.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? You have to be a subscriber to be allowed to rent a movie on their platform, and I just don't. I don't truck with that at all.
Hmm.
Nah, it's just annoying. So yeah, I put it up for one. One was enough. Can I just start by saying, just to get this out in the open, I fucking hate Matthew Lilliard. I can't stand him.
What?
I don't like him. He bugs the shit out of me. He just
Oh, that's funny.
he just he just represents not a typical annoying American. Like I don't know what he's meant to be. I don't think he's even decided himself what he's meant to be. He's not quite a bro dude, but he's also not a nerd. He's not. I don't know. I just find him irritating. I just his voice and his
That's funny
face.
because
I know. I suppose you love him. I suppose you've got a fucking poster off there of him somewhere.
absolutely not.
No,
No,
it's
but I like
no.
him. I don't have anything against him.
I just find him irritating. I don't know. I just can't take him seriously. And
That's fair.
like the only role I could take him seriously in was Scooby Doo, where I thought he
He
was
fucking
trying
killed
a
it
bit.
in that.
Like that's the only role I've seen him where I think he's actually trying. Hate them Scream, and the other couple of things I've seen him pop up makes me just switch over. I'm just like, nah, fucking can't be doing you
So
today.
I just fucking hate Scream.
Yeah, it's
I'll
shit.
go on record as being that guy. Like I fucking hate that series. I have tried so many times to like it, and it's just like The Last Jedi. Every time I watch it, I hate it even more.
Yeah, the first one was like I watched it. Um, it started off all right, with the concept, and then like let's be honest, it has the most boring non-sex scene ever, where your fucking woman,
Yeah.
the whole point is she's supposed to be the final girl because she's virginal. Then he shags her, which actually fucking hell, talk about like wooden plank fucking faces, like having a crap time, just just so he could kill her. I was like, I don't know, it was shit. And then the second one, I remember watching the start of the second one where
Hmm.
they're trying to do the fourth wall thing where everyone's in the cinema watching Stab. Then the killer appears
Hmm.
again, and I cannot remember for the life of me the rest of that movie. I don't know what happened. I don't care.
That's
My
fair.
brain, my
That's
brain just
fair.
went bye. I don't care how they managed to tie the plot together or what. I really just don't, because it was just
Hmm.
pointless. So how many? They made 20 of those movies, didn't it? 25, 26. Fucking shooting 57
Yeah, I
out at the
think the
moment.
fifth one's coming out.
Fucking hell! It's like
Yeah, I don't get it. I fucking love Wes Craven and his legacy, but that's something I can live without.
the poor cash cow's teats are rubbed raw. And there's a fucking cult following. That's what I don't get. People on Instagram are getting like super
Hmm.
duper excited about it. They were a couple of months ago, and I'm like, what? Why? This is the
Yeah, I
most.
don't get it. Like the the best thing to come from Scream is Scary Movie 2.
Yes.
Like that's the best fucking like that movie is the shit. But yeah, I can't stand the Scream
Yeah, no, it
franchise.
works. It works better as a parody than the actual movie trying to take itself seriously.
Yeah. Yeah.
definitely. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We are here to talk about 13 Ghosts. But
No, we're here to talk
just
about
just so you know
another
where we're
early
heading to.
2000s film.
Jesus Christ. But back to that. So we start off scene in the junkyard, and I'm like, what is this? And all
Mhm.
what's it called Sarah's Criticus, you know what I mean? All he needed was a twirly mustache, you know what I mean? I'm the villain.
Yeah, he definitely did. I mean, he had the fucking cape and everything.
Had
He
the
might as
cape and
well
the
have had the
cane. He,
mustache
he
and the
just he
top
just needed
hat.
a fucking twirly mustache. Maybe that's what annoyed me, but it's like,
Mhm.
where is it? Where's your fucking Dick Dastardly? You're busy Dick Dastardly as a ghost hunter. Look that one up, kids. That's classic fucking storytelling right there. Better than the shit Hollywood's
Yeah,
pumping out.
fucking A.
So they're in this junkyard and just searching. I wasn't too sure about this movie, what it was about, because I never looked anything up before I watched it. No, and just kind of refreshed myself before doing this. And like,
Mhm.
what the hell is going on here? And there's Aussies hunting for a ghost, and fucking everything just goes to chaos. You're like, what the hell? How does this even tie in with what's going to happen? Just
Mhm.
weird. But it was funny. I think this would have
Yeah, it's
worked better
quite
as a
the.
comedy.
I mean, I always laugh when I watch it,
Yeah,
so
I think this should have been a
just
comedy.
I
It
kind
would
of
have worked
pretend that it is.
so much better. I think the problem with this movie is actually trying to take itself seriously as a gory, scary horror.
Mhm.
But the colors for a start,
Yeah,
it's like Batman Forever
mhm.
trying to be like a Batman movie and not the fucking
Yeah, yeah,
'60s
going
TV show.
from Batman Returns to Batman Forever. Yeah.
That's what this is.
Yeah, that's it's funny because it feels like what an early 2000s, late 90s futuristic take on the near future looks like. Yeah, it's that opening scene always gets me with the fucking see-through coats and the glasses with the LEDs. It's like, come,
Yeah,
it just that in the future nobody's gonna fucking dress like that for Christ's sakes.
it's very very strange.
At
And the
least I hope not. That'd be
glowy
fucking
hologram shit.
miserable ass future. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Somebody will probably start doing that shit on Twitter, and then it'll become the bestest thing ever. And then if you don't like it, you're an istaphobe. That's probably going to come. But yeah, so it starts off, and then
That's funny.
people getting twatted left, right, and center. You're like,
Hmm.
okay, dokie then.
It's pretty good with that aspect. Like I just love like, oh, hey, let's kill this guy. Shitload of cars. Just so many smashes.
Just splat. That's it. It was like a I don't know. It was like a bad version of Ghostbusters. It was like trying
Yeah.
to do like a bad
Yeah,
version of
definitely.
Ghostbusters, but the ghosts actually do kill you. That's what I was just thinking.
Hmm.
Just hilarious. And then I thought Lilliard's character, Dennis, whatever, was going to get twatted. And I'm like, yes, okay, good start to the movie. Yes. Because his character was fucking annoying. Like, even more annoying than normal. Like,
Hmm.
what was he meant to be? Like, was
He
that the
was a
first, like, kind of.
psychic. That's that that's how fucking Cyrus was hunting down the ghosts and shit, was he had a psychic.
Yeah, I get that. I could get him being. Right, they tried to make him like a nerdy scientist, but then they had this other shit in his character as well, his personality disorder, and it was a weird mesh. It didn't work. I think it's just for him as well because he's just got a
Personality
slappable
his
face.
I I think you missed what he was in the movie.
Probably.
That's what it sounds like.
I'm trying to
Like
figure out
that's the
I'm
whole
still trying
reason
to
why he
figure
was
it out.
there. It's it's set up right in the beginning. He's a psychic. But I mean it meant like it physically hurts him when he's like following ghosts and shit. That's why he has the pills as like a fucking sedative or whatever. But yeah, that's his whole point of being on the team is to help them find the ghost that Cyrus is trying to catch to build his house thingy.
I just think the way he overacted it maybe just got a bit much.
Yeah.
Because
Oh no, I agree
yeah,
there.
no, because okay, right, migraine
Like,
this way, that and kind of gauge it. But
mhm.
when he goes from nothing to full out, fucking, just the way he act, he just annoys me. Okay, he just annoys me.
Mhm. Yeah,
He's
no,
he's
I
on
agree.
my
It's
list for
definitely over the
Warwick
top,
Davis.
especially But yeah, like especially when they're actually in the house, um, and he's walking down the hallway before he realizes what's going on. It's just every couple steps, ah. That's a little much,
Yeah,
but
you would know what you're going to.
yeah,
You
it's
know what I mean?
funny.
That much psychic. It doesn't. If you're allergic to something or if it's a proximity thing, you would build up. Do you know what I mean? So going from nothing to full on doesn't make sense, especially when these
Hmm.
aren't the type of ghosts that are like jumping from another reality. They're on this plane. They're you know
Hmm.
what I mean. They're trapped and stuff. So it just didn't. I think that's what it was. My
Hmm.
logic centers weren't on board with this.
Yeah, I guess yeah, thinking about it, like that doesn't make any sense because yeah, they're trapped in there. It's not like they can just bamf into a different dimension. So him just showing up at the house, in his electrician uniform or whatever the fuck it was, power company
Mm-hmm.
uniform. Yeah, it's like he would have been dying when he was looking through the window.
It's like Highlander the Quickening. Do you know what I mean? It triggers when you get within a
Yeah,
certain
I never saw
proximity.
it.
Or
Hmm.
Highlander in general, Highlander movies. You know
Oh,
why?
okay.
You know why they call it the
Gotcha,
Quickening?
gotcha.
Not the actual Highlander the Quickening movie. That was
Oh,
shit.
yeah, it's been like at least
All right,
25 years since I've watched any of those.
I've been recatching up on the old classics because I'm sick of new shit. I'm becoming an old one of them old farts that only watch something from fucking 1980 backwards because I'm just getting fucking burnt out with Hollywood right now. Fuck them. What else have they ruined? Fuck, they're I don't know. They're just dozy bastards. Anyway, yeah. So I was thinking out there, if you're getting a warning, it would kind of, you would kind of feel the throbbing of a headache or something coming on, where he doesn't because he's a shit actor and
Hmm.
he's fucking annoying. Um, he just spazzes out and goes into full fucking overacting mode. Like there's no build up or
Hmm.
setup or warning. It's just like I said, I just don't like him. I just fucking he's the worst part of this movie. Even
That's
fucking
fair.
Cyrus's character was better, and he was like a straight out fucking Bond villain type person. He was a cartoon character
Yeah.
villain, and he still manages to do more than
Oh,
his
absolutely.
cock. Excuse me when I spew my hate and bile towards somebody I've never even met. He's probably a nice guy in real life, but then again, he is Hollywood, so nah, fuck him. You appear on my screen to annoy me, you get it. And then we jump a few years after the first scene, and then we meet Dennis and his family. Now, how can you broke and have a nanny?
A few
How does
years.
that work?
It wasn't a few years.
Wasn't it?
It was
Well,
like fucking
the
no, it
jump.
was like 6 weeks after that
That
happened.
was a couple of years.
No.
God, my head. I told you before we started recording that my head
Yeah,
is
it was it
completely
was like
rinsed.
it was like six. I think it was like
Was it?
6 weeks or something like that.
All right. Well, no. So jump a bit, and then we meet Dennis anyway and his family. And
Yeah,
he's
let's
broke,
see.
yet he can afford to keep a nanny. How does that work?
Hmm. Yeah, that's
How does
I always wondered that myself. Got all these past due bills labeled everywhere so that you understand